one in Puerto Rico, and there was one in Los Angeles, and we got to go to the one in Los Angeles. So I don't remember the exact number, but let's say 30 people were there, and they were Hispanics from the Southwest, and I got to really become friends with several of the Tejanos, and so many of the New Mexicans identified as Spanish American, and I was a Mexicana, so the Tejanos looked at me differently because I identified as a Mexicana, as a Mexican American. And so I quickly made friends with the Californios and the Tejanos, and the group from New Mexico that had gone. We were a close-knit group already, so before you knew it, I was the one that had friends across the 3 states. And they made me feel, the group as a unit, that I remember in particular the Tejanos saying, Marilucy, you are so smart, go get an advanced degree. No, I can't pass the graduate exam. You know, somebody had told me the graduate exam is very hard and I couldn't pass it. And so when I came back from that experience, I took the test and the rest is history, I passed it.
Good.
But what I'm hearing here is that it was a large group, but that large group was there because there was a specific purpose, which was training for the bilingual program. Otherwise, what was the makeup of the college?
What we went to study was English as a second language. It was not bilingual education then. It was an English as a second language institute. But while we were there, with Dr. Zamora's help, it was that the Spanish has to be nurtured just as much. And I think that's where we came out with this feeling. In New Mexico, we have had several times when we've had emphasis on bilingual education and then it disappears. What keeps it going is that we have it in our Constitution, and so then we can refer back. Our Constitution says we have to have bilingual education, so then it gets momentum again. But at that time, it did not have momentum. What we were trying to find out was how to teach English painlessly and quickly so that the kids could get on with the way schools existed. I think from that experience, some of us came out with the idea that that's not enough. We got to do some other things. And we had to do the Spanish component, the respect of the language that the parents were coming to school with, that we had to speak to them in Spanish. All those things, I think, are asides that came out from that experience. That's not what the Institute was for. The Institute was to have us do the English component. And the Spanish component was, these kids already know Spanish, so you can't punish them for it. But that was the extent. It wasn't push them in Spanish too so that they can become truly bilingual individuals. But that's what came out of that is what I'm describing now, but that wasn't the intent. The intent was for us to learn how to teach English as a second language.
So did that come out as it sounds like a process.
Right.
And did